Streamlined piano series. This is Technic step number 7, Triad Inversions. I'm going to show you what it looks like first in case you already are aware of the principle behind it, and then I'll explain it for those of you who don't understand what a triad inversion is. But to master this set, you will need to be able to play all of the major triads in inversions. So here's what it looks like. We'll start going in the order of the circle of fifths, as always. So I have C major, G major, and I'll maybe do one more, D major, play them that quickly and that easily, then it would be mastered, and you'd go through all of the triads in the order of the circle of fifths. Now, a word about the fingering. We have our typical fingering you would expect for the root position. We call it root because when a triad, which is 3 notes built in thirds, 1, 2, 3, there's a third, 1, 2, 3, there's a third. Okay, so 3 notes built in thirds. When they're in this position with all thirds, we name it by the bottom note. So we would call this C. And then we'd give it a quality. So the root is C, the quality is major. We know that because all 3 notes belong in our major scale, and the first 5 notes of that scale you know very well are note, whole, whole, half, whole. So that's how we know it's major. We'll go in later to the other qualities. There's minor, diminished, and augmented. Then we could also get into 7th chords, you know, and all their different qualities. So eventually you'll learn all that, but focus on the triads, hands separately, and just mastering them. The fingering is tricky to play hands together because of the inversion here. We have a 3 in one hand and a 2 in the other. So in our right hand, when we invert, we're going to play a 2, okay, for this what we call first inversion, and it's still C major, but our root is now on the top. And we've just taken the C and put it up an octave. Now we're going to take the E and put it up an octave, and we're going to use a 3. Now we're going to take the G and put it up an octave, and we're back to C. So it's like a shirt that you invert or flip inside out. It's the same shirt, it's just in a different position. So still C major, still C, E, G. It's just those notes are going to be played in different order. Left hand is also with a 3 in root position. Then when we put the C on the top, and we kept those other 2 notes, E and G, we're going to use a 3. In the right hand it was a 2, but because of the way our hands, you know, our hands aren't like this, they're like this. So it would be the opposite. And then we put the E on the top, and we have a 2. Then we put the G on the top,